I can't remember who he's killing there. I'm so embarrassed. Hi, I'm Michael C. All, and I'm going to be reacting to Dexter's most iconic moments.
No matter what you try, no matter when, no matter how hard you work, I'll always be a step ahead of you for one simple reason.
And what's that?
I own you.
Yeah, the headbutt of Dokes. You know, my cousin Robert always sends me pictures of Dokes and says Dokes lives and Dokes forever. And whenever in the early part of the show, I beat up Dokes or bested Dokes, he would send me texts saying, you know, that's how I know this show is a lie, because you could never beat him up in real life. Eric King is a very, very formidable physical presence. So it was fun to fantasize that I was able to do something like that. But yeah, I think that's one of Dexter's most badass moments, when he just calmly seduces him into that moment and headbutts him, completely understanding that Dokes will retaliate and look like the aggressor once he walks out. But yeah, that was really fun. That was back when Dexter was living without any consequences for any of his misdeeds, you know, when he was firing all cylinders, when there were no dents in his shield. That was such a fun relationship early on, that cat and mouse game that we got to play. Right through the bed. I can't remember who he's killing there. I'm so embarrassed. 3.4 million views of a memory that I can't quite latch onto in my own brain. I mean, I certainly remember the logistics of killing someone through the mattress, but I don't remember who the victim was. That's sad. I think when he killed little Chino I think it was the second season, I think, just because he was so big. I mean, that guy was enormous. And I mean, killing Trinity was pretty huge, pretty major, pretty satisfying in the moment, though Dexter didn't realize that he was killing a man and showing relative mercy to a man who just completely bested him. He, you know, got home to realize that Trinity had killed his wife. I mean, I'd like to say that, you know, I love them equally. They're like my children, but the child you just showed me, I can't even remember.
The key is to simply think of them as aliens from a distant universe. You have fibers and threads unknown to us.
It's a part of the fun of the show is just how much of a sociopath or how inhuman is Dexter. He seems to even himself have, he conveniently tells himself a story about himself that allows him to justify the way he compartmentalizes his life. He characterizes himself as a monster or someone who, if he had real feelings, would have this or that feeling. I don't know how reliable a narrator he is, either in terms of the story he's telling the audience or the story he's telling himself. But yeah, it was fun, just for a moment, characterizing himself as a total alien, because I think he feels that way about the world, and I think normal behavior is something that is sometimes pretty mystifying and confusing to him. You know, he's come a long way. He's indulged more significantly in normal behavior over the years and has gotten into increasingly hot water because of it. But yeah.